So see, if you want to do online programming, if you do not want to install any software, if you do not want to install any software, okay, if you just want to use some online tool, okay, this is the best one. Okay, the Collab is by Google. Okay, so when you type Collab, COLAB, I hope you can see my screen, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Collab is the online tool by Google. Okay, when you click on it, you'll have to log in using your Google account. Okay, if you do not have Google account, you have to create a Google account, and you can create it. Okay, and you'll get a screen like this. Okay, you say new notebook, new notebook. When you click on new notebook, you open a new notebook here. Okay, so this will save file as .ipnb. Okay, Python notebook. That's what PYNB stands for, Python notebook. You can give it your program name, whatever you want. Prog1. Okay, and we are going to type our code here. Okay, so I'm going to say P plus 5, and let's say you hit on this run button. So the moment you click on run, okay, it will not save by itself. When you click on run, the first thing it does is it saves, and this will be saved in your Google Drive. All the programs that you will do in Collab will be automatically saved in Google Drive. Okay, so you don't have to install any software, you don't have to download anything, and whenever you want, you can go and visit your Google Drive account. You can see the code. Okay, see, output has come as 8 here. Okay, now this is so easy compared to C++. Now, Pajita, you have done programming in C++. Okay, can you do this in C++? No, you cannot do that. Right? But in Python, you can do it. That's why we prioritize this is easier. Okay, and for non-programmers, you may not find it unusual. So yeah, this makes sense to me, right? C plus 5, you hit 1, you get 8. Now in C++, there is no main, there is no integer, there is no variable, okay, nothing like that. Okay, so that's why I said, okay, if you have on the program, you have to unlearn few things for Python. Okay, and as we go along, right, we'll talk about the features of Python. Okay, okay, the first feature that we have is that Python is an interpreter-based language. Okay, interpreter-based one second. Interpreter-based language means that the code is run line by lines. Okay, okay. You do not have to say main bracket open bracket close like C++ or Java or .NET. You simply start and you click on line, you get output. Okay. So okay. So what is a programming language? What do you think of the programming? What is the programming language?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is this only for Python? This Collab is only for Python?
Yes.
Okay. So we need not install Python software separately?
No, nothing. Okay.
Okay.
You do not need to install. And I'll tell you, after some time, I'll tell you, what software you need to install and things like that. Because you may not, working online may not always be easy, right?
Yes.
So I'll tell you. Okay. But yeah, this is one, because I don't have the software installed, so I thought let me start with Collab.
Sir, whenever I'm putting in the collab.research.google, I don't think it's coming up.
No, it will type in Google, don't type, or if you're typing directly here, you type collab.research.google.com, or in Google search, you type Collab, just Collab, and click on the first link. Okay, and when you click on it, if you are already logged in, it will take your login ID. Like in this case, we are already logged into a Gmail, right? So it will not ask you for ID password. But if you have not logged in, it will ask you your Gmail ID and password.
Yeah.
So type, and after typing, you will get that small window where it asks you to enter new notebook. Okay? Or enter the notebook name. So type here new notebook. New notebook means you're opening a new file. You could choose the one which is already there. Okay, now when you practice, right, next time when you log in, you will see these file names there. You can choose to work on existing file name, or you can create a new. Did it come now, Dhwani?
Yeah, it came. So it says welcome to collaborative. Do I select new or do I
Yes.
just new?
Yes.
Okay, so new notebook, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you get a screen
Yeah.
like this, and you can change the file name.
Okay, and we should name it prog1.
Whatever, whatever you want. Learn one, prog one.
I'll just name it what you name it, so it's easy. Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sure. So yes, okay. So while we are downloading it, it's fine. But you know, when I talk about the code, right? Okay, um, do not practice along with me. Okay, uh, because we're talking about software installation, then it's fine. Yeah, you can try this. But um, when I start doing about programming, right, then don't start the parallel programming. Just watch what I'm doing. Okay, and once I'll give you time to note down and give you time to practice. Okay, so when I give you time to practice, then you practice. Okay, anyway, code will be shared, recording will be made available. Okay, and I'll give you time because when I'm typing, right, I want you all to look at what I'm doing. Okay, programming is exactly like maths. Okay. What does it mean? It means that when you see the steps, right, you say, yeah, yeah, it makes sense, correct, correct. You know, this is how it should be, right? And you understand everything. I'm telling you, you understand everything. But you get stuck, okay, when you are doing on your own. So that's why it is important that you see what I'm doing, what errors I'm getting, how I'm putting, okay? And when you try, okay, it'll be easy for you. So understanding is easy here, okay? And that is important. So you understand when I'm typing, when I'm coding, and I'll give you time to practice. Not that I'm going to, for 3 hours, I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk for 3 hours. I'll give you time for you to copy, practice, learn. Yeah, makes sense? Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, for instance software, yes, it's better that you go with me so that you install the software. Okay. So this is Collab, and you can type your program here, and this is good if you want to work online. Okay. And you see, Google is giving us RAM. You see, RAM is 12.68 GB. It's like Google is giving us a computer which has 12.68 GB of RAM and 100 GB of hard disk space. What more you need, isn't it? And this is giving, it has like giving us for free of cost. Okay. So this is 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5. You hit 1, you get 8. Okay. Now the question was, what is a programming language? That's what I wanted to ask. Right? What is a programming language? Okay. What is a human language? What is a language? Human language. Language are nothing but a medium of communication. Do you agree with me? The reason we're talking in English here is because I want to convey something to you, and you want to again convey back to me. So since we all understand English, that's why we're communicating in English. Okay? Let's say if we all understood French, we could have done the class in French also. Shouldn't have been a problem. Did not. Right? So language is for communication. That's the only purpose of communication. So when you say programming language, so what are we communicating with? Whom are we communicating?
To the system.
To the system, the computer, right? So
Yes.
because computer is fast, computer can do a lot of things. Calculation can be done faster than human being. We want to use computer. And since I want to give instructions to computer, I want to say computer, add 3 and 5 and give me the output. So I need to learn the programming language, know how can I give it in Python? How can I give it in, if I were to program in C++, I needed to know the C++ language to communicate with software. So I'm saying Python, okay, what is 3 plus 5? Python will give back the answer. So programming language, when you install these languages, right, this is nothing but it's a kind of translator which translates our commands, which is in English, into the command, okay, which machine understands. Machine understands zeros and ones by binary numbers. So everything, okay, A, B numbers, everything for machine is binary. Okay? They understand only binary language. Yeah, and so earlier programs, if we talk about it, first software that was developed, we learned binary language. I don't know if you type punch cards, right? You get to know about it. Type, you can go through Wikipedia article later about punch cards in computers. Earlier, the instructions were given in terms of zeros and ones. Punch card will have hole. Okay, the hole means light can pass through it. So if light can pass through it, that means power connection is made. And that value is 1. When there is no power, dark, no light, becomes 0. So if you have a punch card, okay, you will have holes in the punch card, and light will be passed from top, and light reader will be at the bottom. So when the light is passed, the holes will allow the light to pass through. That will be red as 1. And where there is no hole, the light cannot pass through it. That becomes 0. Right? That's how earlier instructions were given. But slowly we started developing new algorithms. Okay, we started developing about that was called low-level language. Low-level language means language which we learn the binary language for machine. Mid-level language is something better than the machine level language, but still not easy as English or natural language. High-level languages are a language which is very much like English. Okay, so Java, Python, C, C++, all these we call as high-level language because instructions are completely in English. Okay, and if you compare, Python is even more closer to English. Okay, so all of these fall under high. If you compare C++ and Python even more higher. Okay, and initial code of Python was written in C++ only. C. Initial code of Python was written in C only. Okay, so it is a C application which was written before, and the language is now used. Okay. Okay. So let's see some more examples here, and then I'll talk about the other software. Okay. So I want to print this. I'll say okay. So see, Python notebook, okay, will allow us, even if you say 3 plus 5, it knows that we need to print. But technically speaking, we have to tell the program that I need to print on the screen. So print is a command. Okay, we're going to learn our first command, which is print. Print command is to print on the screen. So when I say print 3 plus 5, it will print the value of 3 and 5, which is 8 on the screen. So let me run it. It will print on the screen. Yes. So first thing we have to learn is a print command. Now, if you see, Python is case sensitive language. Python is case sensitive. Case sensitive means the uppercase and lowercase. So if you write print with capital P or if you write print with small p, they mean different. Okay, and small print, small p is only the valid one. Capital P print is not valid. Okay, so we're talking about inbuilt command. Inbuilt command or inbuilt functions are those commands, those functions, okay, which have a predefined meaning. We don't have to define the meaning. Okay, now the words which I'm using, okay, let's say I use keyboard. Okay, for example, I'll tell you keyboard. Now, I don't have to explain the keyboard to you. Why? Because you all know the keyboard, what keyboard is. Right? So you all know what keyboard is. That's why I don't have to define. I can say, okay, I'm hitting enter on keyboard. So you know, okay, what keyboard means and what enter means. Okay. But if I talk about something which you have never heard before, you will ask me, sorry, what is that? Isn't it? That will be a reaction. So now I'm talking about things which has a predefined meaning. I don't have a Python will not ask me, oh, what is print? Python is not going to ask me what print is because Python knows it's an inbuilt command, it's inbuilt function. So since it is inbuilt function, which is already there, okay, and when you install the Python on your machine, okay, on your local machines, it will come automatically to you. So we call it as inbuilt function. Print is an inbuilt function. Okay, so what is that meaning? What is the meaning of print? Print meaning is whatever you give within the quotation is printed on the screen. So this is our screen, the output section. Whatever I give within the simple bracket. The functions are always followed by simple bracket. So if I have to write print again, let me delete it. Okay, and if I have to write print again, I will say print and smaller, sorry, simple bracket open and close. That's how you write print. Make sense, guys? So you have learned the first command in Python, which is print, and print means whatever I give within the bracket, you display on the screen. So if I don't give anything, it will display nothing. If I give 5 here, it will display 5. Okay, if I give 5 plus 3 here, it will display. Okay, so it will display 5 plus 3, 8 here. If I give 5 plus 3 plus 12 here, what do we get? Hello, I think you all are mute. What do we get?
Yes,
20,
sir.
sir. 20.
Exactly. Okay.
Sir, if we are just going to print any text, if you
Hold
are
on,
going to
go with me, go with me.
okay,
Don't jump.
okay, sir.
Just started, right? Just started.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so when I say print, whatever you give within print, it will evaluate and you get as the output on the screen. So you will see on the screen. Okay, so okay, since you asked me, I'll talk about it. Now let's say I want to print hello. Okay, so I say print if I
So
print,
don't you have to add this what do you call it? The double quote.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. Same thing Pujata also asked. Hold on. Go with me. Okay. So when I run it, okay, it get error. So 5 plus 3 plus 12, you got 20. Since it's an interpreter-based language, interpreter-based means the English command that you write is translated into machine level, okay, by line. Compiler based like Java, C++, or compiler based. Compiler based means if you have 20 lines of code or 100 lines of code, all 100 lines of code will be translated at the same time. So if you, let's say if you have a program which has say 5 errors. So if you are using compiler based programming language today, all the 5 errors will be given at the same time. You can't run without fixing those errors. But in Python, since it is run line per line, because it is interpreter-based language, and here, okay, if my first line is correct, I got the first line output. The second line is wrong, I have an error here, so it is showing me error. Okay, if I had same thing in C++ Java, the output wouldn't have come. Okay, I had to solve this error. Only then I would have seen the output of previous statement. Okay, but in Python it's not like that because it's run line by line. So if previous thing is correct, it will show you the output. Okay, and error will be shown on the line number 2. Now here, if you see, when I write hello, okay, Python is looking for a meaning. What is hello? What is hello? Did we define the meaning to hello? No, we have not defined any meaning to it. Okay, we have not defined any meaning to it. So that's why hello is giving error. See, if I ask you, and let's say you don't know what is bus. Let's say I don't know what you don't know what is bus. I'm asking you, okay, what is the bus number? Okay, or where can I get bus? Where can I get bus? That's a bus. What is bus? I don't know what bus is. Same here. Hello, what is hello? I don't know what hello is. Name hello is not defined. Okay, so Python doesn't know what hello is. Okay, Python doesn't know what hello is, so it's not giving you the value or it's giving you error. Now, if I ask you, repeat after me. Where is bus? What will you say?
Where is bus?
You will say where is bus. You're not going to ask me what is bus because I asked you to repeat. If I had asked you a question, your answer would have been what is bus? I don't know. But if I ask you repeat after me, whatever junk I'll say, you can easily repeat the junk thing, isn't it? So when you want to simply repeat something, that's when you put code. Okay, so text or when you want to repeat something, you will say quote. When you say quote here, okay, or you can put single or double. Okay, both Python accepts both single quote and double quote. But condition is whatever you start with, same thing you have to end with. If you start with double quote, you have to end with double quote. If you want to start with single quote, you have to end with single quote. So now when I run, you get hello. Okay, it is not scratching his head to know what hello is. No, to give it quotation, it means whatever you give me, I'm going to print as it is. I'm not going to ask you what it means. Okay, so it's going to simply ask you and print on the screen without trying to understand what it is. A same example. Let me copy and paste. Okay, now let me put this in the quotation. So let me put the single quotation this time. Single quotation, and I have to close it. Okay, so see, print needs simple bracket. So simple bracket has to be there. Within simple bracket, I'm using quotation. Okay, so what does quotation mean? Repeat after me, isn't it? That's what quotation means.
Yes.
So it is going to repeat after you.
Okay.
Whatever you write, even if you say junk, okay, it will give you junk. Because it is, I'm asking quotation means repeat after me. When I don't give quotation, it is evaluating. It is giving me the answer. It is evaluating. Okay, so Pujita, this is how you use string, and Gwane, this is what quotation means. Yes.
Yes.
So whatever you give quotation, exactly that is printed. Okay, we can give multiple values. I can give quotation and values, quotation values. Okay, so let me type something here. Print, and I want to say here price of each pen is, okay, and the number I want to give, I can give in quotation also, no problem. Okay, let's say I give here is 10 and I bought 20 pens, so I had to pay 200, right? So this is entire text, I can run it and you get this as it is. So what I can do here is I can copy this, okay, and the next line, instead of 200, I'll say comma 10 into 20. So see, comma is to differentiate between multiple arguments in a function. Comma is to differentiate multiple arguments in a in a print function. So if we have to give quotation text and non-quotation text, you can give non-quotation text and quotation text using separating comma. I can give multiple values. That's how I spent my money today. Okay. So see, this is a quoted text. This is unquoted text. This is again quoted text. So when I run it, quoted text is printed as it is. But see, here unquoted text is evaluated. Computer will use brain. Computer will use its brain, will perform calculation when it is non-quoted. So 10 into 20 is 200. And again, I'm saying that's how I spent my money today. Okay, quoted text is present. Yes.
Yes.
Now, I can create one variable, okay, and I can say total cost. Total is 10 into 20. You can say total is 10 into 20. Now, when I say total is 10 into 20, okay, I can take same text, okay, and I'm replacing 10 into 20 using total. So here, total is called a variable. Okay, variable means what? It is a representation whose value can change. So here, if I'm saying 10 into 20, it is 20. If I go here and hit enter, and I say total equal to 300, now total becomes 300. So wherever I want to call 300, okay, I can call total. I can directly call total. I don't have to know the number. It's 300 or 400. I don't care. I just want total to be printed. Yes.
So here total is not inbuilt. It is user defined variable.
Yes, it is user defined. It's not a function.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Inbuilt is a function which will always have the curly bracket.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Total
Okay.
is not inbuilt. I'm defining. I'm telling what total is. So if I ask you what you are, I tell you bus, and you say what is bus. So I'm defining. I'm telling you what does bus mean. Okay. Now you know. The moment I define it, you will know what bus is. The moment I say total equal to 300, now you know the total is 300. And after this, whenever I ask total, okay, you will say
print 300 only.
300.
Yeah. Okay. I mean the latest, last step value.
Last value, yes.
Okay.
That's why you call them variable name. This is name of a variable. Variable means what? The value can change. See, value of 10 cannot change. Value of 20 cannot change. 5 cannot. You can't say, let's assume 5 is equal to 10. You can't assume. But you can say, let's assume A equal to 50.
Yes.
Really, when we talk about mathematical solution, right, we say, let's assume A is 20. Let's assume B is 20. We don't say, let's assume 10 is 20. 10 cannot be 20, right? 10 can only be 10. But A can be 10, B can be 20, isn't it? So A and B are called as your
variables.
Yes. And this is called total is a variable. And the name of the variable is total. You can have multiple values. I can call it as total 2 here. A total 2 is different than total. So if I print total here, what will I get? 200 only, because total value is not changed, right? Total is 10 into 20.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir.
200 only. Okay. So that's how you use variable, and you call them as variable names. You can assign any value to it. And advantage is that whenever you want to call, you can call it. I can use total 100 times. But let's say total value changes. So the cost of the pen was not 10 rupees, but 9 rupees. Doesn't matter. You go and change here itself. Automatically, if all other places, total will be 180 only, isn't it? You don't have to go and change at all the 10 places. Okay, let's say you found this information, the pen cost was 10 rupees, but later you said, no, it was not, it was 9 rupees. So I don't have to go and change at all the places where total is getting calculated, right? Or let's say 10 is being used. I can change at the main, and everything else will get changed automatically. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Okay.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
here actually there is space between total 2 equals to 300 line and print total line.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so that will be skipped.
Yes,
Okay.
space will be skipped. Okay,
Okay.
but first character, that is T or P or P, that should not have space. Even if
Okay.
I give one space here, it will throw error. It's
Okay.
called indentation error.
Okay.
Okay, it means that all the commands, okay, the first character has to begin from beginning. You cannot have characters afterwards. All the commands have to start from beginning. Okay. Yes. There are occasions where you need to put it. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about when to give space.
Okay.
But for now, assume that we don't have to give space anywhere. Okay.
Yes, sir.
One more concept we'll do today, and then we'll talk about software, and then we'll end it here for today. Concept I'll talk about is called comments. In programming language, comment means that it is a text which, as a human being, we are writing for ourselves. Okay, the comments are ignored by the program, whichever program, okay, Python or Java or whatever program. The comments are ignored. We don't want to execute, or not we, the program will not execute, right? Python will not touch statement which has, which are comments or which has hash before it. So this is used for us. Let's say you wrote a program today, and of course, what happens is you will move to some other program, or somebody else will start working on your project. They may not know what you have done, or you yourself will forget what you did after a month. So it is always better that we put comments, relevant comments, okay, at every places. Okay, so anything with hash and afterwards is ignored. I can put anywhere. I can put here also. I can say creating a variable, which is doing some. Okay, up to you, or which is storing some, okay? Which is storing some. Okay, fine. Program anything after hash, your Python program will not read, will not even read, will not be displayed, nothing. This will stay only in the program. So tomorrow, if you want to go back and see your program, okay, you want to go back and see your program, you don't want to know what you did, how you did, you can say the comment, okay, then you'll know, okay, this I did because of this, I did that because of that. Make sense?
Only in the same line matter will be
Only same line. It's called as one line comment.
Okay.
Okay, so same line matters. Same line. So if you put it in the beginning, then everything afterwards will be comment. If you put here, till here it's fine, but anything after this will be comment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you want to note it down. You can note it down. Okay. You can note it down on your notebook, in computer. You want to take a screenshot. You can do that, and then I'll talk about software, and you can end the session. Okay. Put it in the chat. You can copy it from the chat. You can take a screenshot, whatever you are comfortable. Okay. So we need two software. Okay. One software is the main software, Python itself. Okay. So for Python, you need to go to python.org. Python.org. Okay. Okay. So this is the official website of Python. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat also. Any tutorial, okay, any practice, any software, any code you want, this is the website. Okay, it's the official website. All these things are here. Now, you go to downloads. Okay, this is the latest version. And remember, Windows, if you have Windows 7, then you cannot download 3.10. You have to download 3.8 or 3.9. Okay, 3.10 is not supported on Windows 7. So based on your version, you can download Okay, so this you can see it here, or if you click on all release, right, it will take you to all the releases of software. Okay, so if you see here, you have Python 3.10, 3.9, 3.8, 2.7, 3.7, right? And you have all the versions here. So you can select 3.9, 3.10, okay, whichever version you want. You click from here and you download. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one way, not one way, this is the one software. Okay, but remember, before you install, okay, when you download, let me show you. Okay. There's no S here. Okay, can remove this X. And then I'll share this thing. The steps of installation of Python is here. One important thing you have to keep in mind. Okay, I wanted to show the screen. Okay. If I don't find it here, I'll share the. Yeah. Okay. So this is Anaconda. You can, if you want this is Anaconda, you can see it here. Installation of I'm not able to find it. Okay, so let's type this here. Install for Windows. Okay. Okay, let's see if go here. Okay, so when you download it, okay, you go to this web. This is what I showed you, right? You download it. After you download it, okay, the first screen will come. You see the first screen? Okay, this is how the first screen will be there. This box you see, add Python 3.7 to path. This will not be there. This will not be checked. Uncheck it. Okay, if you don't uncheck it, later we'll face some problem. We can always fix it. Okay, not that we can't fix it, but you'll have some challenges because Python will not be added to path. You can run Python only from the place where you have installed. But when you put it in the path, you can install Python from anywhere. Okay, so open this and check this box. Okay, and install it. I'll share this link. Make sense? Did you understand? Download the version that you want to you want to install. Double click on it. The first screen you say add to path. When
So
you
we
add
need to check that box.
Yes, check that box. It will be unchecked.
Okay.
By itself, default it will be unchecked. So check it. Okay, and then you click on install now, and then you say next. Okay, that's it. It will get installed. So this is your Python software, and Python software itself is not very intuitive to use. Okay, I'll show you tomorrow. How to do that, and then after installing Python, you install Pycharm. So Pycharm is a software, it's a software developed by JetBrains company. Okay, so you say Pycharm download, and when you click on Pycharm download, it'll take you to jetbrains.com Pycharm download. Okay, and you'll have two versions here. This is your community version, which is totally free. Okay, almost same features are there. Okay, for Python, all the features which are there in professional is available here. This is used for training purpose. Okay, so you can download it. This black color. You can download community free. This is paid. Okay, after 30 days, last due for payment. Don't download this professional. Download the community edition, totally free. Download it and install it. Installation steps you can see here. It's there here itself. Okay, very simple. Just download it and double click. That's all. Okay. Keep these two software installed for tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll just show you how this works. And okay, if you're already using some other this is called IDE. Okay, the programming becomes easy on Pycharm, but you can use Anaconda, Jupyter, or Collab, right? You can download any of those, you can use it. Okay, but I'll be using Python. So if you want, you can download Pycharm, or whatever IDE you want to use, you can use it. Important thing is the Python. Python is important. Download python.exe from python.org website and have one IDE. If you are not using anything, I would recommend go with Pycharm. Very simple and easy to download and use. Okay.
Sir, so shall we download them today, or shall we download in the tomorrow's class?
No. Download and install it.
Okay.
So tomorrow when we start the session, you will have the software. So tomorrow, we'll talk about how to use different software, how to use Python direct, how to use only Python without using IDE, and then talk about how to use IDE. Okay.
Okay.
So download and install these two software for today.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll meet at 9:30. I'll ask them. Okay. And if the link is the same link or different link, I'll tell you. Okay.
Okay.
But if you do not get any message, then it means same link. If you get any message, that means new link. You can use it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Shall we end it here today?
Yes, sir.